Welcome back trackside once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network tonight. The iSplash Retro Card Series fires things off for race number 5 here in season number 3. Will we see a fresh face to victory lane once again? Last week we watched, for the first time this season, the number 7 of Theo Schleret take the top of the charts at the end of the Detroit Grand Prix. We're here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile Speedway. 85 degrees out there. Track temperature, so these open wheel Lotus 79 should have quite a bit of grip. Getting out of the corner exit's going to have to watch that transition down into turn number 1. But first, let's get trackside. For your qualifying session here tonight, your Blonde Bullet qualifying session already well and underway, about a minute and a half already off of the stopwatch. So we'll get rid of that track information and begin to bring you some of that timing and scoring over there to the left-hand side of your screen. But first, as always, how you doing? How you feeling? Out there in TV Land, race fans, glad you could all join us here tonight. As always, Dave of the Cave bringing you all the calls from trackside. And let's head trackside. Wade Shada, top of the speed charts, quick time here in qualifying, belonging to that 112 of Cheetah front of the field. 24:05 is the quick time here in qualifying. Ryan Freeman a close second. There is Schleret inside of your top 5. Great run on the oval. Self-proclaimed road course alien, really one of the fastest guys when he hits the road circuits. And Schleret needing to improve on the ovals. He's doing well here tonight, qualifying inside of the top 5 with just about 60 seconds remaining here in qualifying. Just a handful of drivers yet to put in their qualifying times. So we'll get rid of some of those timing and scoring charts. Only Rick Raven and Austin Dabbs yet to get on the victory lane, or get on the track for qualifying, I should say, here in the Blonde Bullet qualifying session. Raven out on track. We'll see if he's going to be able to dethrone the man at the front. Wade Shada sitting top of the scoring pylon. 24:05 is the pole position for the time being. Raven fast down the back stretch. There you can see him heading down the back stretch and into turn number 3. As Raven finishes his laps, what do you say we go ahead and knock out some official business point standings coming into tonight's race? And there you can see, disregard the man sitting at the top of the point standings. That's a little bit of an oversight. Rick Raven comes into tonight's race sitting atop of the point standings, and it looks like we've got a handful of people that are mixed in this one. It's going to go awry for us, so we're going to get rid of that graphic and just give it to you old school style. Rick Raven, top of your point standings. He's going to miss out on the Blonde Bullet Pole Award, so he's not going to take this pole here tonight. Mark Bruni, 28 points back. Raven with 3 race wins this season, well and ahead of the front of this field. And Theo Schleret, last week's race winner at Detroit, rounding out your top 5 in the point standing. So a lot still to be had, a lot still to be made up as these drivers bring the track quiet and head to pit road. We're going to head trackside now for your national anthem, so don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
And just like that, we're back trackside, ready to roll as the iRacing pace car heads off field, gonna bring their machines to life, and we're gonna get set for tonight's Milwaukee Grand Prix. Running from the front of the field, snatching the blonde bullet pole award moments ago, qualifying time 24:05 inside of that 112. Way Cheetah. 66 of Ryan Freeman will start just to his outside with the fast number 7 of Theo Schleret. Right behind him, starting in third, Bill Smitham to his outside in fourth. The RCA 15 of Johnny Hamby will start in fifth with Jason Crumley to his outside. Row number 4 here tonight from Milwaukee, Chris Brown and Marcellus Bruni. Neil Canning, Rick Raven back in row number 5, and Austin Dabbs finishes out the 11-car field here tonight. These Lotus 79 drivers ready to fire things off. 80 laps of racing, 80 miles, and we're going to go this time around. Wait for it, on the gas, and green flag flies for the first time here tonight from Milwaukee. Drivers up on the gears and running a little wide there in 1 and 2, way up the racetrack. Bill Smitham, he's going to give up a ton of time here. Schleret to his outside. As now Johnny Hamby going to take the position down on the inside, hugging that white line. You don't really want to get on that yellow down there. That is a curb. It'll give these machines a fit. Let's just say it like it is. The heavier tin tops, the NASCAR machines, you can kind of utilize that curbing to help offset the car or offset the truck and give yourself a good run. But here in these Lotus 79 open wheel machines, you don't want to do it. It'll send you flying towards the outside wall in quite a heartbeat. And as we cross the line and complete our second lap, we'll go ahead and throw that timing scoring over to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along and find your favorite driver just like we do right here at the production booth. Schleret up 1 position from third to second, trying to chase down Cheetah at the front. Meanwhile, in the back, we've got a hornet's nest. Let's go back here. 4 machines going at it. Canning, Brown, Dabbs, Raven right in the mix there to get seed. Rick Raven ducked to the bottom of the racetrack. 3 wide on entry to turn 1. They'll wash up a little in the middle is Chris Brown. He's going to get that STP 37 machine around. Austin Dabbs going to pick up a position in his Texaco Havoline Big K number 2. Handful of drivers making up some positions early here tonight in the Milwaukee Grand Prix, grabbing a spot or 2. Austin Dabbs, 3 positions gained here tonight as he's going to go around Rick Raven, who's struggling a little bit here tonight. Back in the tail end of the field, Rick Raven to victory lane the first 3 weeks of the season, dominating those opening rounds, but last week falling a little bit short at Detroit. And Raven, a little struggle here tonight. Side-by-side racing action back for the 7th and 8th position. Austin Dabbs down to the inside on Neil Canning. He's going to pick up that position, so make it a 4-spot gain. Wheel touch off of turn number 4, Raven. And Canning coming together. Let's go a little further in front of this battle. Let's go to this little 3-car battle raging on right here. Johnny Hamby, Bill Smith, and Marcellus Bruning all going at it. 4th, 5th, 6th on the racetrack. Take a little look off of the back end. Johnny Hamby here, the 15 machine, looking back at Bill Smitham, the Carolina Classic number 55. Looking to close in. Smitham sitting last driver inside of the top 5. Lost 1 position from where he qualified, so look for Smitham to try to have a little bit of long run speed. Fastest lap of the race turned in last time around, 24:21. That's going to go to that 55 of Bill Smitham. So Smitham does have some speed built into his machine. It's just a matter of when he's going to be able to really nail the gas and really get up on the gears. Oh, and we've got some problems, trouble on the track. Neil Canning having some issues. The 41 of Canning having problems. Slow on the track is Koenig, and he's going to head, I believe, right to pit lane. Tough break here tonight for Koenig. Hot little battle here between Bill Smitham and Johnny Hamby. It's your closest battle on track, so what do you say we jump on board now? Take an onboard ride, one lap around the track with Bill Smitham, hot on the trail of the RCA 15 of Johnny Hamby. And Hamby, one of those drivers last year, race fans, that got on a little bit of a hot streak. Coming to the end of season number 2, got on quite a bit of a hot streak and started to close in on your points leader. And then, final race, Laguna Seca, Johnny Hamby gets the job done and walks away as your season champion. Hamby, an absolutely phenomenal driver, very patient, very precise, very calculated. We've seen a lot of calculated moves. Oh, and a little bit of a moment there, and it looks like Johnny Hamby is gonna let him by. Bill Smith a little bit quicker, so he's gonna get led by. And Hamby may be struggling a little bit here. Dropping off pace. Marcellus Bruning closing in quickly on Hamby. We're gonna keep our eye on this 15 here. Oh, in big trouble for Smitham. He's going to go around. Bill Smitham with big trouble coming out of turn number 2, and the caution flag will fly for the first time here tonight from the Milwaukee Mile. The caution flag comes out, self-spin, and he's going to go around. Bill Smitham with problems off of turn number 2. We're going to take a look here. Let's see if we've got our drone out there. Do we got that one on that? We got it. All right, getting a thumbs up. So let's go to the replay. And then you can see just a long, slow spin, late center exit. You can see the tail end of the car start to come around, start to get loose, and just unable to save it and keep it under him. Bill Smitham going to go for a spin. Spin cycle, please, and we're done. Let's keep on going. He's going to snatch it in gear right here, keep the machine rolling forward. No harm, no foul. Quick caution here tonight is going to allow these drivers a little bit of a break as we head back up front with your race leader. Still showing the way he's led every single lap here tonight, your pole sitter, Wade Cheetah. "15 laps in, caution number 1 flies here tonight. A handful of drivers going to come to pit road. Ryan Freeman, Bill Smitham, Chris Brown, Austin Dabbs, all to pit road, all 4 tires. Neil Koenig, early trouble. He had an issue, and that has put the 41 out of tonight's race, so officially 1 driver out of tonight's Milwaukee Grand Prix. Neil Koenig will make an early exit, stage left. So it's early here tonight, race fans. Only 15 laps into tonight's 80-lap feature event. 80 miles of racing to be had. No green-white checkers. This is old school rules, old school track, old school cars. Everything comes down to who gets to the line by the end of 80 miles. And right now, showing the way, dominating fashion, really had himself almost a 1-second advantage, was Wade Cheetah. Just absolutely lights out in happy hour. Qualified pole position, snatching the Blonde Bullet pole award. And here he is with the lights out, ready to bring the field back to full song and back under green flag racing conditions. Cheetah will lead the field to the restart zone with Schlerette behind him. Hamby, Bruning, and Rick Raven round out your top 5. Jason Crumley, Ryan Freeman, Bill Smitham, Austin Dabbs, and Chris Brown are your final drivers out on track. Your top 6 yet to come to pit road for tires. Everybody behind them from 7th on back, brand new Firestones. Or actually, I believe these Lotus 79s are running Goodyears, I do believe. Our good buddy Travis Smith ducks off and on the gas. Green flag flies as Cheetah nails the gas and catches Schlerette leaping a little bit. 3/10 of a second advantage by the time they get to turn number 1. But here comes the run. Corner exit. Schlerette very good at getting those runs on corner exits. Comes from road course racing. You want to be ripping when you're coming out of the corners, and Schlerette definitely has that down pat without a shadow of a doubt. Close battle here at the front of the field after our restart. Cheetah leading Schlerette, Hamby, and Raven right behind him. Raven going at it, looking to try to run down Hamby for third. Marcellus Bruning sitting pretty right here. He's up 3 positions from where he qualified from 8th to 5th. Fastest lap of the race going to be turned in this time around by Schlerette. 24:16 now, the quickest race time. Very close to qualifying speed, so these drivers definitely ripping out some quick laps here tonight in the Milwaukee Grand Prix. You're watching the iSplash Retro Kart Series. We're going to play dueling stopwatches here as Cheetah and Schlerette to go even down to the 1,000th of a second last time around. 24:13. Both drivers turning in some very quick times. Rick Raven all over the gearbox of Hamby. Moved to the bottom of the racetrack, looking for third. Gonna have it through center off. Yes, he does. Slide up the racetrack on exit. New man into third. Rick Raven picks up another position. That's going to be his 7th spot gained here tonight, so definitely looking at that hard charger award here. Raven on his way to the front. So we'll jump around a little bit. What do you say, race fans? Trying to bring you as much action as we possibly can. Back behind Rick Raven there, we see Marcellus Bruning trying to close in on Johnny Hamby. Ryan Freeman a little bit off pace, about 3/4 of a second back from Bruning. You can find the 66 of Ryan Freeman. Bill Smitham, after his self-inflicted wounds and pains, finds himself 3.5 seconds back, sitting in the 7th position. Austin Dabbs, Jason Crumley right here going at it with each other. Let's go back here to this battle. Dabbs, Crumley, and Brown all going at it. Bill Smitham right there just off in front, so a hot and heavily contested positions in the tail end of the field. But let's head up front. We've got a battle for the race lead. Cheetah not able to get away from Schlerette just yet. That number 7. Keeping him right there in tow. Looking around the track, and let's go back to this battle right here, beginning to formulate. It's going to be 4, almost 5 drivers in this one. There you can see just off in front. Oh, we got trouble. Oh, big time trouble. Marcellus Bruning caught up and involved. He's sideway in the MCI 61 Blonde Bullet Machine. Big trouble here for Bruning. Caution flag will fly. Johnny Hamby going to get caught up and involved in this one as well. It's going to spell some big time troubles as Bruning goes ahead and hits that tow truck button. Let's go check the iSplash replay. Everything looks to be fine here, getting down into turn number 1. Bruning a little bit loose, and Hamby nowhere to go, and it's going to spell trouble. He's into the outside wall. Bruning into the outside wall. Big hit for both of those drivers, and that's going to put an end to both of their runs here tonight. I would expect to see those drivers on pit lane for quite an extended stay. So Johnny Hamby and Marcellus Bruning. Early trouble, and it could spell big trouble for the rest of their nights. Caution number 2 will fly here on lap number 28, and as the majority of the field comes down pit road, we're going to take this opportunity to step away for a quick commercial break, pay a few sponsors. You know how that goes. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
And back trackside after the quick caution break. Caution number 2 flying on lap number 27. We're set to go back. Green flag racing this time around. Our good buddy Travis Smith going to duck that iRacing Mustang pace car out of the way, and we'll get set to go back. Green flag racing once again getting set to drop the hammer into the restart zone. We roll. And away we go. Green flag flies as Cheetah steps on the gas and works his way away from the field. Rick Raven picking up a couple of positions on pit road. Quick stop in the box for Raven. He's going to come out second. There you can see him trying to chase down your race leader, Theo Schlereth. Going to lose one position on that cycle of pit stops. He'll come out third, running third as your top 3 have stepped away from the field. Ryan Freeman, there you can see Freeman struggling back and forth. 1.8 seconds behind, sitting in the 4th position. It's a 3-car shootout at the front of the field here at the Milwaukee Grand Prix. Trying to go halfway with leading every single lap here tonight. Wade Cheetah out to a good jump on the field, and he looks to dominate here tonight, already beginning to separate himself from Raven and Schlereth. Only battles on the racetrack right here at the front of the field. We will throw that timing and scoring over to the left-hand side of your screen. Let you follow along and find your favorite driver here tonight. Early troubles catching a handful of drivers out. Neil Caney, Marcellus Bruning, Johnny Hamby, and Bill Smith all involved in early trouble here tonight. Hamby and Caning have both called it quits. Bruning and Smith and still thrashing away down there on pit road, trying to get their Lotus machines back out on track. Raven with a run. Will he use it? No. He'll go to the high side here in turn number 1. Still on the gearbox, still trying to make it work. Off of the corner exit and down the backstretch we roll into turn number 3. Quick times here at Milwaukee. Out of turn number 4 and cross the stripe once again. Lap number 36 now going to go on the board. Still trying to make that pass is Raven. Will he get the job done? Off of turn number 2, we roll back down the backstretch. Lightning quick times here tonight from Milwaukee as these drivers going at it side by side on entry. They'll sort it out. Raven trying to get that run, just can't quite get there just yet. So as we are moments away from the halfway point, we get set to run down our mid-race report. If you haven't already, don't forget to join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. As always, drop these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, and smash that bell over there with the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether it's myself, Dave the Cave, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 headquarters, we do appreciate each and every one of you, each and every time you stop by, whether you're sliding in to say hey, or you are one of the dedicated fans, friends, family, or maybe one of our many sponsors. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, there would be no us. And while you're with us, head on over to the Facebook page. We've got some great new koozies in stock. Keep your drinks cool while looking cool at the track. Pick up your Turn 3 koozie today. Off of turn number 4 and across the stripe next time around will be the halfway point, so we'll go ahead and bring it to you a little early. What do you say we go ahead and run down some driver highlights and spotlights? What do you say, huh, race fans? Let's start right at the front of the field, leading every single lap so far here tonight. Inside of his 112, Wade Cheetah going to take the Blonde Bullet Bowl Award. He's going to lead the most laps here tonight. He leads this lap right here, and he's got that one secured. Just one more lap to lead, and he will have the most laps led. Cheetah absolutely on fire as he sits in first. Man right behind him in the field, qualified all the way back in the 10th position. Rick Raven making one heck of a run through the field here tonight. He's going to move all the way to second, and Raven wants a little more, looking for his 4th win on the season. Rounding out your podium here tonight, the man that went to victory lane last week in the Detroit Grand Prix at Belle Island, Theo Schlereth, looking for another race win. Schlereth, one of those very capable drivers, almost into the outside wall. Ooh, that got a bit close. 4th place runner here tonight, Ryan Freeman in his 66 machine. Ryan looking for a good finish, looking for a good points day. It looks like we've had trouble. We have had trouble. Oh, we've got more trouble into the outside wall. Goes the 66. It looks like insignificant contact, but any contact with these open wheel machines is pretty big. And we've had trouble on the track while we were on our mid-race report, our driver highlights and spotlights. One of our drivers had an issue. It has went behind pit wall. One of the drivers inside of your podium now out of tonight's race. Let's go check the replay. You can see the 7 of Theo Schlereth. Trouble off of one corner, ran super wide, and he's going to have big issues here. He's going to go around, nose it into the wall, and ejecto Cito, because he's going to not stay on track long enough for it to cause a yellow flag. We're going to stay under green flag racing conditions, so a big time hit there for Schlereth, and that's going to put an end to his night a little bit early. So with another driver falling a victim to that outside wall here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile, trouble for Theo Schlereth, and that's going to leave us with only 5 drivers left on track. We started tonight's Milwaukee Grand Prix with 12. We are down to 5 still on track. All 5 still on the lead lap of the 83 of Jason Crumley, flirting with these race leaders, catching up to him just about 3 to 4 seconds out front is Crumley, Cheetah, and Raven closing in. And they're closing in pretty quickly while maintaining this battle. It's a nice battle here for the top spot. It looks like Raven, he gets those big runs, really. Let's watch this through 3 and 4. That looks to be this is where he is a little bit better than Cheetah on the track. You see him a little bit lower exit, and watch the run that he gets. Gets a big toe from the 112 out front, and he's right there. He's just going to carry it to the high side, and I think that's where he's losing a little bit of the ground. And he's having to make up a lot here down the backstretch. He's going to close into about a half a car length. Look to the inside. Thinks better of it. He'll stay in the tire tracks of the 12. As Cheetah continues to lead the way, we'll cross the line this time around with 31 laps to go. Lap traffic out in front of race leaders battling side by side is Crumley and Brown. Cheetah and Raven, race leaders, going at it on track as well. We're going to have two separate battles, both for position, and we got trouble right in front of your race leaders. Big trouble right in front of the race leaders. I believe that may have been Crumley touching the inside. We remember, race fans, we said, well, you gotta have to watch touching that curbing down there on the inside of the racetrack, and I think that's what may have happened. Crumley gonna have a problem. Let's go to the replay. High above the track with the turn 3 drone cam. There you can see that Miller light. An 83 machine, and yeah, it's just gonna come around. The front end's gonna touch that left, that yellow curbing down on the left inside, and that's going to do it. He's going to go along for a ride. We'll go back under caution, and we'll go back up front with your race leader, Wade Cheetah, as he continues to show the way, man. Flag to flag, leading the race so far here tonight. It's been an absolute stellar performance by Cheetah. Race leaders down a pit road. Crumley gonna stay out, get himself back onto the lead lap, but he will be tail end of the field. You can see Austin Dabbs still out there trying to collect as many positions as he can. Dabbs listed 13 laps down as they run right now, but he's gonna be able to pick up at least one more position. Should be able to leapfrog over Schlerette, and if anybody else has any trouble here, if it happens anytime soon, Dabbs maybe in line for a top 5. Two to go sign last time around the field will receive the 1 to go as we cross the start finish line this time. Pace car lights still on, and it looks like Ryan Freeman, Jason Crumley, both going to come down pit road. And how about this? For the first time here tonight, we've got a new race leader, Rick Raven. Going to win the race off of pit road just a little quicker on and off pit road. Raven will take the top spot. We'll see what Rick can do with it, and we'll see if we're talking to him at the end of tonight's race. Raven, one of those methodical drivers we told you about. It looks like we've got a wave around, but we're going to extend the caution one more lap here. Pace car lights back on, so we're going to go back around the track at least one more time before we set these engines back afire. So there it is, race fans. Pace car lights out, field off of turn number 2, and we'll get set to fire off once again with just 24 laps to go. When we drop that green flag, it's going to be a short shootout. for the checkered flag here tonight. And with only one race winner still left in the running here tonight, Rick Raven, the only man that's going to be able to repeat. And can it be his fourth win on the season, or will a fresh face get to the front there, waiting in the wings behind him? Off of turn 4 we roll. We'll get set to nail the gas and get back underway, this time by back live from the Milwaukee Mile, and on the gas, green flag flies once again in the Milwaukee Grand Prix for the Ice Splash Retro Card Series. Out and away from the field is Raven. Great jump, over a half a second advantage over Cheetah, who got caught sleeping a little bit on that restart. Chris Brown and Ryan Freeman, third and fourth on the track. They're going to go at it for position. Jason Crumley right there behind him, but Crumley listed one lap down. He's going to need a little bit more help. That 66 of Freeman digging to the inside, looking for a podium. Shortest way around the track, down on the bottom. Quickest way to eat up the tires, down around the bottom. A big move down the backstretch. How about that run by Chris Brown? He'll go side by side with the 66. A little bit of a wiggle through the center off as Freeman goes to the top of the racetrack. And we got a pass for position, pass for the race lead. Wade Cheetah able to get by Raven just a moment ago. Utilized run down the backstretch and grab that position away. We'll head off of turn number 4 once again. Wade Cheetah back to the front, back to your race lead. And I tell you what, race fans, let's go take a look off the front end of one of these Lotus 79s that you can see riding on board with one of Rick Raven. Taking a look over that left front suspension, you can see just how much movement there is. Whoa, did you see the smoke coming off of the tires? Cheetah lighting them up on corner exit. All sorts of trouble right there. Crazy gun battle as we take a look at the man behind the wheel. Putting in work in the office, working 9 to 5 here tonight. Inside of that one, Rick Raven looking for the top spot, looking to go back to the race lead as your top two have stepped away to almost a 5-second advantage. Ryan Freeman and Chris Brown still going at it, third and fourth on the racetrack. We're going to stay right here with the battle for the race lead as we continue to count down tonight's lap in the Milwaukee Grand Prix. 18 laps remaining, 18 miles of open wheel Lotus action yet to be had. Race number 5 here in season number 3 for the retro kart Ice Splash. Close battle all over the gearbox. Rick Raven right there, but giving him just enough room. Cheetah with some moves here and there. Oh, that could have gone interesting right there. A little bit of a chop of the nose. Getting down into turn number 3. And Cheetah being a little more aggressive with his will to stay out front. Back down to the bottom of the racetrack he goes as Raven runs that middle lane on corner entry. He'll slide off of turn number 2 and stay right in the tire tracks as your race leaders continue to battle. In the battle for that third and final podium position has pretty much dissipated. Ryan Freeman starting to step away from Chris Brown. Crazy good battle here at the front of the field. They're off of the backstretch. We'll head down towards turn number 3. Rick Raven all over the tail end of Wade Cheetah as Cheetah continues to lead here tonight. Cheetah has been fast all race long, has led almost the entire race, and with 14 to go, we'll cross the stripe this time around with Raven still looking for position. Still trying to track him down off of turn number 2. We'll fly past the camera and down into turn number 3. Re-roll just like that. One more lap goes in our back pocket. I tell you what, let's take a look off of the tail end. Let's look off of your race leader. There you can see Raven just how close those runs come at the end of the front stretch as well as on the end of the back stretch here. Watch this run. Watch how much he closes in here. Right there on corner entry, he's within about a half a car length. Able to keep the nose just a little bit outside of that left rear tire. That's going to put a lot of air down on that nose coner. There it is. Raven going to make a look to the outside. Not going to have enough to pull the pass off yet. Looking for a little bit of a crossover. Big slide up the racetrack for Cheetah. Cheetah going to slide up the racetrack. That's going to open the door for a high entry into turn number 3. And Raven gonna pick up the pieces from the mistake laid down by Cheetah off of turn number 2, and Raven will grab the race lead back down into turn number 1. Cheetah goes to the bottom. He'll grab the top spot back again. He's gonna keep it wound up at the bottom of the racetrack. Now come up, and he's ahead by 1 car length. Back across the stripe with just 10 to go. Wade Cheetah battling heavily with Rick Raven. These top 2 drivers going at it. Throwing blows left and right, trying to take the 5th checkered flag of the season. Raven looking to take his 4th race win on the year. Cheetah just looking for 1. Off of 4, back across the line, yet another lap in the bag, and we've got 9 miles remaining here in the Milwaukee Grand Prix. You're watching the Ice Flash Retro Card Series. Get your adrenaline fix each and every Friday night right here with the Ice Flash Retro Card Series. We fire things off at 8 p.m. Eastern with qualifying, followed by the feature event each and every Friday night. You can check them out right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you're looking to join up and join in some of this Lotus 79 open wheel action, you can find the Retro Kart League right there on the Facebook.com. You can also find them on RetroKartLeague.com on the internet, as well as Facebook.com, iRacing.com. Hit up the league directories, Retro Card Series, and I'm sure Mr. Bernie will point you in the right direction. Get out on track and have some fun. It's open wheel racing, baby. Love open wheel racing. These Lotus 79 machines, the stripped down, we're not allowed to call them that word anymore, so we'll call them the stripped down open wheel car. You follow? Not all those bells and whistles, no weight jackers, no ARBs for you to play around to make the car better and more to your liking. You run what you brung, and you better hope the crew chief got it right. And they got the setup right for these 2 guys right here. Cheetah and Raven, absolutely barn burner of a battle for these past 25 plus laps. Raven looking back to the inside. Boss man in the flag stand will show him the high 5 this time by. Is the 5 to go here from Milwaukee. Four miles of racing left here from the Milwaukee Mile. These 2 guys have been going at it for quite some time. Cheetah with the advantage now, but is Raven just kind of waiting in the wings, waiting to make that move. You'll see him look to the inside here in turn number 3. He's going to edge ahead out of the corner exit, but watch for this crossover. He's going to take it back to the bottom is Cheetah. Cheetah back to the bottom. 3 laps to go, and it looks like we're just getting these swaps for position. So it may come down to who gets a better exit on turn 4 and who makes that run to the line. Cheetah able to keep himself out front and on the bottom of the racetrack this time around, heading down the backstretch. That's going to force Raven to stay in line and stay behind. Look for the run. Whoa, big sweeping exit there for Raven. He's going to force Cheetah up to the top of the racetrack, trying to block a little bit of the run. Here we come off of turn number 2. Popsicle sticks already on display. We are down to just 2 laps to go. One more when we cross the line. Close racing action for your race win. Off of turn number 4, we'll cross the stripe. White flag flies. Final lap here from the Milwaukee Mile. Cheetah, bottom of the racetrack, digging, looking for his first win. Here comes a run by Raven, covering the bottom of the racetrack. Cheetah going to take the quickest way around. Raven stuck, looking for a crossover. He's not going to be able to pull it. Down to the bottom, they'll run him off. Oh my gosh, look at that, to the line, and it's going to go Raven. Rick Raven gets him at the line. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Race fans, we have that is a treat right there. My goodness. Let's go check a replay here. We want to look at this again. Watch this. White flag, checkered flag, coming to the stripe. Oh my goodness, that was close. Wow. Is all we can say. Absolutely crazy finish. Way Cheetah. Man. Almost had that first win, but nope. He wanted it worse. Walking away with his fourth win on the season. Enjoying the moment on the backstretch. Rick Raven with his fourth win. Absolutely amazing final lap. So as Raven enjoys his cool down lap, so we're going to get things set up and ready to go for your post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere, race fans. We'll be right back. In backtrack side at the conclusion of tonight's Milwaukee Grand Prix. What a race, what a night, what an evening, race fans. 80 miles of open wheel Lotus 79 machine action has come to a close, and walking away with third here tonight, final driver on the podium. That will belong to the 66 of Ryan Freeman. What a run, what a night for Freeman, capitalizing on a handful of mistakes by others, and Freeman going to walk away with his first podium ride of the season. Job well done, and a big hats off to Ryan for his accomplishments here tonight from the Milwaukee Mile, and that's going to move us right along the list, and we'll see if we can't give this man a little bit of praise. Walked away with the Blonde Bullet Pole Award, led almost every single lap. Absolutely stellar performance here from the Milwaukee Grand Prix, and Wade Cheetah will walk away with second here tonight, and that will bring us to victory lane, to the man still enjoying some of his victory celebration laps. Let's see if we can't have a few words with the man that walked away with his fourth win of the season. Rick, it's Dave. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm doing really good, man.
You're running really good. You're racing really good. Man, winning's always got to feel good, right?
Oh, well, yeah, it's always fun to win. I mean, everybody wants to win.
Absolutely.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Well, man, this is going to be your fourth win in 5 weeks. How good?
Unbelievable.
I mean, you came into tonight sitting already 28 points ahead of second. I mean, you're I don't want to say it, but man, you get 1 or 2 more good finishes, and it's going to be hard for anybody to track you down.
Well, I hope so. I mean, that's the idea. That's why we're in this series. We'd love to win a championship if we could. Last week was pretty disappointing at Detroit. We got pole by the grace of Theo, of course, because he didn't qualify. He's a maniac out there. And then we're leading it. I see Theo coming up on me. I'm just running smooth laps. Don't want to make a mistake. But then we caught the curb on the right side. And iRacing's kind of weird physics sometimes. The car kind of bounces like it's on springs. And it just kind of bounced me across the racetrack and into the wall, and that ended it for us. But it's good to come back here at Milwaukee. We started dead last. We blew our qualifying run. And, to be able to work your way up through the field here, it's not easy to pass here, because you got the arrow pushing. Everybody's so almost flat out. It makes it kind of difficult, but to start last and then come up here, up to the front and battle out there with Wade, wow! I mean, what a race, man! What a finish!
Yeah, you and Wade battled there, I would say, for a good 25 to 30 laps. Not necessarily side by side the whole time, but you guys were switching and swapping the lanes, switching and swapping the race lead around. I don't know what the race finish actually came down to. I think it's down there somewhere in like the 100th of 1,000th. It was an amazing finish. Do you think you were going to get him off of 4?
I honestly, I wasn't sure. I was trying to plan, because I was in second place, and got around him a couple times. I was trying to figure out where the best spot would be to get around him if I could, and I knew that he knew that I was planning, and then he would get back by me, and I also realized that come that last lap, if he's in the lead, he's going to play a little defense. So I had to start planning for that too. What would I do? The only real hope I had, because he had the lead on me on the backstretch on the last lap, was to kind of dial it down, arc it off the corner, come inside of him before the corner exit and hope to beat him to the line. And that worked out. He had more momentum coming off the corner because, he came out kind of more full throttle. But I guess I just edged him out. I can't believe it. What a race. This was just fantastic. I mean, wow. I don't even know what to say. What a race. Great job. I want to congratulate Wade on a fantastic job.
Yeah, he did an absolute amazing job out there tonight. The entire Milwaukee Grand Prix. Rick, you've done an amazing job as well. You know the drill. You know how it goes. So before we let you go and celebrate your 4th win of the season, would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody back home or at the shop?
Absolutely not. No, I wanted to say that Wade was clearly the fastest car on the racetrack. I saw his qualifying time. And just, it was like one of those, my eyebrows went up like, wow, he's really got this place nailed. So all I could do is hope for the best there. Just stay with him and look for a spot to get around. But yeah, he was so fast today, clearly the class of the field. So I got to hand it to Wade. And I know he said congratulations. I told him great job. He's kind of heartbroken over this finish. It could have went either way. I'm just so impressed with Wade. Did a great job, and I'm looking forward to racing with him next week. But thanks and shout outs. Thanks to you, Dave. You are the man. You are the man. Oh, look at it. Oh, you're the man, dude. And thanks to Marcellus Bruni for putting on this show. All the drivers for coming out. Thanks to my wife. I love you with all my heart. I love you, Mila, with all my heart. I love you too, Zoe. Still, even after, all this nonsense we've been going through. Thank you, of course, to the Lord Jesus. Like I always thank him. Thank him for the life that I have. Thanks to Roger Penske. I actually met Roger Penske a couple of days ago. He told me to send him an email, so I got my fingers crossed. I'd love to get involved with the company and help out there. So I got a lot of good ideas. I got tons of good ideas there. So hopefully he'll put me on. It was an amazing meeting. And thanks to Roger Penske. I love Roger Penske. And that's about it. I'm going to stop yapping now. I'm on cloud nine because this was what a great win. My 4,000ths of a second. I can't stop talking. I'm so excited. I apologize. Thank you very much.
Well, Rick, you deserve all the TV time. You deserve all the praise. Job well done. 4 wins, 5 races. Couldn't get much better of a season going here. Congratulations, and as always, stay safe and keep it fast.
Thank you, my man. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Final few parting words from the man on screen, putting in the lap, still out there running in his race-winning Lotus 79 number 1. Rick Raven takes the checkered flag here from Milwaukee. What a night, what a race here from Milwaukee, and we couldn't have asked for a better finish. It came right down to the final lap, the final few feet. And we crown the king here tonight, the Milwaukee Grand Prix. Oh, with producers hitting those buttons in the background, the familiar sounds, it's time for us to run down the unofficial race results. So before we roll up the cords and cut off the lights, walking away from the Milwaukee Mile with the checkered flag in hand, his 4th of the season. Inside of that one, winner, chicken dinner. Rick Raven takes the top spot. Wade Cheetah, heartbreaking at the start-finish line, just came up short after leading almost every single lap, walking away with the Blonde Bullet Pole Award. Wade Cheetah comes home in 2nd. Ryan Freeman, first podium performance for him here in season number 3, so a great night for that 66 crew. The 37 of Chris Brown back in 4th, with Jason Crumley coming home in 5th. The Texaco Havoline Big K, number 2 of Austin Dabbs, will finish the Milwaukee Grand Prix back in 6th. Theo Schlerette back in 7th. Bill Smitham going to bring his 55 machine home in 8th. Johnny Hamby back in 9th. 10th place belongs to Marcellus Bruning, and Neil Koenig rounds out your 11-car field here tonight from the Milwaukee Grand Prix at the Milwaukee Mile. Race number 5 in the bag will hit the track again in 2 short weeks for some more open wheel action. But first, if you haven't already, join us in that push to 3,000 subscribers. Show these drivers some love and drop the thumbs up. Click subscribe and smash that bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here with the Turn 3 Racing Network. So from all of us to all of you, stay safe, stay loved, my friends, and until next time, we'll meet you in Turn 3.